It's time for Michigan's retirement coach, Mike Douglas.
We have waxed poetic before about Nate Bargatze. Well, we waxed poetic before about our shared love of stand-up comedy. And Nate Bargatze, it's funny because you and I both knew who he was a while ago. The man is just blown up. I mean, he is everywhere now.
Yeah, before it was cool. Back when he was just a hillbilly, like we were fans.
That's right. We knew him when.
And now he's this like classy guy with, I'm like, nah, he's
a good haircut and a svelte bod.
Yeah.
You know the money has come in when they get that good haircut and they slim down.
Well, and like the sponsors on his podcast started out as Mountain Dew and now it's Valori. It's like, okay, you're going.
What? What's Valori?
It's like $120 jogger pants.
Oh. Yeah. See, I don't even know.
Or Valori, yeah. Whatever it is, it's not Mountain Dew. Their first sponsor was Mountain Dew. And
they've
now,
abandoned their original culture. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, he's worth apparently estimated $40 million now. And he's doing okay. He's made this empire based on his clean stand-up comedy. If you're looking for something fun to watch with the whole family, turn on a Nate Bargatze special. He's talking about how he's already ready to move on to bigger things and move on from his stand-up routine because he was telling the New York Times he's got his eyes set on Hollywood and maybe even opening up his own theme park.
The next specials will be on Netflix. You know, I could see maybe one more special after that. I don't want to overstay my welcome. And so I do think there's a point I need to get out of the way. I need to step aside and let the next wave of comedians come up. And I don't want to be just hovering. You know, I got this tour and then maybe one more tour. And then just from there, I got movies I want to do and then start running Nateland.
So he's got big goals.
Please hover.
Please hover.
Stick around.
He's got big goals, including getting out of the way. And also, it sounds like making a lot more money. It's a great example, though, about a person who is thinking about this next phase of life. They are retiring from something, but also retiring to something. Yeah. However, making movies, building an amusement park, it's probably not on the to-do list for most people in Grand Rapids, Mike. But how do you help folks prioritize knowing what's next after they retire?
Well, really, we retire from work to purpose. That's kind of the whole thing. We have to repurpose our lives into something that gives us energy and then something that gives us life. So when you retire, whether it's 55, 60, 65, 70 years old, we don't want to retire to the lazy boy. We want to retire to purpose. So you have to have something. We have a client, Linda, and she retired out of work, and she has a very unique illness that is very uncommon. I had never heard of it. Most people have never heard of it, but it's something that's affected her life very seriously. So rather than sitting in a lazy boy and complaining about it, she founded a 501c3 and started doing fundraising for this specific disease, does golf events, does all these fundraising things, and raises a lot of money and awareness for it every single year. And this is what she does in retirement. So again, it's something that could have been her reason for staying home is now her reason for going out. And I think that's important to understand that when you retire, it's just a shifting of energy to something new. These are some of the challenging conversations we have with people is what do you want life to look like? Not just like, well, I'm going to wake up and see what I want to do that day. That's not a good life. There's a lot of good questions to ask yourself and prepare for retirement about my life, not just the finances, but how I live. These conversations, what we have, if you want to talk through this stuff and start making sure your non-financial ducks are in a row, in addition to the finances, that's important. Give us a call, 616-512-2127, and we'll help walk through some of those areas. When you're repurposing your life, there's 5 major areas you should be pursuing purpose in. And it kind of, there's not a specific order, but one definitely affects the rest. The first thing is your mind, making sure that you're learning something new. Be productive inside of your mind. Pick up a mental hobby. I don't care if it's Sudoku or, you're playing cards or doing whatever, but something that mentally challenges you. Pursue goals with that. I want to learn a new language, or I'd like to learn how to play piano or whatever it is, but challenge your mind. Number 2, challenge your body. So when you retire, it's most likely the healthiest day of the rest of your life. So don't let it go to waste. Go walking, play pickleball, be part of something, join a golf league, a bowling league, whatever it is, but something that requires you to physically move. That's what we should be doing. So be as active as you can, because that will increase the longevity of your health. So number 1, your mind. Number 2, activate your body and give it purpose. Number 3, family. That could mean a lot of different things. For some people, it's just friends. Other people, it's family or community. We got a bunch of guys that we know who used to be GM engineers, and they retired, and they all get coffee together all the time. My dad still gets coffee with a bunch of old buddies of his from church from 25 years ago.
Yeah.
They're all retiring or retired, getting coffee Friday mornings, getting out there and talking. They do an hour, hour and a half, and then they go. But there's a community or a family element there that's really, really powerful. So take time to be part of that, because it builds life back into you as you build into other people. The 4th thing, find purpose in some form of giving or serving. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's church, if it's charity, if you want to go, at one point we went and made food for the Ronald McDonald House. And it's as simple as like we bought a bunch of sandwich stuff and meals that we could pre-make and just made them so people who stay at the Ronald McDonald House down at Sparrow and Lansing, they had food prepared for them so they could just deal with their kids' sickness and not have to worry about food. Work with a Kiwanis group or a Lions Club. Do something that gives you purpose. And then if you can financially give, do some living legacy stuff, living inheritance. While you're here, see your money go to work. See your money do good things. We've talked quite a bit on the show the past couple of weeks about this dying with zero concept. And the whole idea is that dying with zero regrets, but filled with purpose. And giving and serving is a great way to participate with food banks or churches or whatever. So again, purpose in your life. And then the last one, this is a personal one, big to me, but your faith. Figure out exactly what you believe and go deeper into that understanding. Have a life that's rounded out and filled with purpose. So again, down the line, your mind, your body, your family or community, give and serve, and then faith. Just go into these areas, find purpose in each place. Yep. And that will give you some things outside of the finances, because the finances are just the conduit to these things.
Okay.
I think I talked about it last week, but there's the quote that Confucius is quoted with it, but Tony Robbins is making it popular right now. So we should be clear. Confucius said it, but it's, a healthy man has 1,000,000 wishes. A sick man has only one.
Yep.
So take care of your mind and your body first, keep those things running smooth. And then from there, go do something with it. We've been given this life, live it out. Now on the back end of that is, this all sounds good and I love it, but I want to make sure that financially I can do these things. I can't just ignore the finances, and I get it. And that's why we talk about this every single weekend, about how we build life plans, how we build retirement plans that protect you against, like we're saying, the bad times in the market, the tornadoes that come through, or the what ifs. What if tariffs hit, taxes hit, turbulence hits? It doesn't matter. We can build plans that protects your life finances. Therefore, you can invest into your life purpose. When you retire from work, retire to purpose, and build a successful retirement plan that accounts for all of it. Having these conversations, protecting everything you've done. Retirement isn't the end of the story. It's just the beginning of a new journey. Anytime you have the opportunity to do something, you have time now. You have the ability now. Find purpose and fulfillment. You can finish your life with zero regrets and 1,000 fulfilled dreams. If you're out there and you want to make sure that retirement doesn't just happen to you, give us a call and we can help you build the proper life plan for you and your family. 616-512-2127.
That's such a great way to think about it, Mike. Make sure your retirement doesn't happen to you. It should be something that is happening for you, because you have worked so hard to get to this place. You are now finally able to enjoy the fruits of your labor, hopefully, if you have put the plan in place. And the bottom line is, when it comes to your retirement, it's just so much bigger than a simple money plan. And that's the work, that's the difference of the work that Mike and his team do every single day in his office. So let's get to work helping you get your full retirement plan in order. Again, that number to dial, 616-512-2127.
Thanks for listening to Michigan's Retirement Coach with Mike Douglas. To learn more, visit michigansretirementcoach.com.
Michael Douglas is an investment advisor representative of Stewards Wealth Planning, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. To find out if Michael Douglas is licensed in your state, please call 517-323-7526. Stewards Wealth Planning, LLC is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Michael B. Douglas, NP, NPN number 9650939.